everyone, welcome to Gorgeous You. I'm very fond of laughing Buddhas. They looked great, spread all over my house, and I strongly believe that they are oozing of good luck and will soon get me great fortunes. More than the fate they brought or didn't, they cheer me up and I love having them around me. So I thought I would share with you their real significance. Laughing Buddha statues are some of the finest things to keep at home as a matter of bringing good luck, avert misfortune, and also increase the overall ambience and happiness in homes. The eastern side in the homes is said to be the family luck spot, and therefore if you want to bring harmony and joy in the family, place the idol in the eastern side of the home. Often families shall experience internal strife, arguments, and clashes in between family members. You might find it disturbing to stay at home. During such times, placing him in the east shall give the much needed relief. Placing Laughing Buddha on the workplace desk or your work table at home shall let you find excellent prospects with your career. Students can place this idol on the study table so that they can get more concentration and excel in their academic performance. This shall let you study with a focused mind that is free from distractions. Also, placing this on the workplace desk and office is known to prevent disputes, quarrels, and arguments with colleagues, subordinates, and superiors. Now I'll tell you where you should not place Laughing Buddha. Laughing Buddha is respected and regarded with great reverence in Feng Shui and Buddhism. Disrespect to this idol shall only bring misfortune, and you must exercise great care in duly giving importance to it. It is said that you must never place this statue in the bathroom, kitchen, or on the floor. Also, avoid placing it near electrical lines and equipments that have moving parts or make continuous noise. This type of activity disturbs the surrounding energy. The height of the statue should be at least in the eye level. It is always a matter of respect to look upon the idol from below and not look down upon it from above. This holds good for any image or statue that is of religious and spiritual importance. The idol should be kept facing the main door to attract luck and fortune. According to the legend, if you rub the Laughing Buddha's great belly, it brings wealth, good luck, and prosperity. The Laughing Buddha is a sure mood lifter when looked at, no matter how down one can be. Everyone could definitely use one of these in their home or office. It is for many reasons that the Laughing Buddha makes the perfect present for almost any auspicious occasions. For people you know who are suffering through misfortunes and bad luck, the Laughing Buddha would make an perfect good luck gift.
Happy Buddha, or Budai, is based on a wandering monk who lived centuries ago. Often called Laughing Buddha, his signature smile is symbolic of pure contentment and joy. Happy Buddha is considered a symbol of good luck, and it is thought that rubbing his big head or belly brings fortune and wealth. Happy Buddha also represents enlightened awareness. His cloak, walking stick, and traveling bag are reminders to pay attention to the journey before us instead of only focusing on the destination. To read more about Happy Buddha and other spiritual icons, visit buddhagroup.com/readings.
We've all seen the image of the Laughing Buddha. He was actually a real Zen monk who lived in China about 1,000 years ago. And he was famous for being very jovial. And he would wander from place to place, and he carried with him a big sack, carrying all kinds of goodies in it. He would stop on the wayside, and all the children would come running to him, and he'd give from his sack something nice, some little gift, something or the other to all the kids, and they would love it. In a way, he created these kind of playway kindergarten schools wherever he went. And he would tell stories, and he would laugh with the kids, and he would roll in the mud with them. And there was a Zen scholar who saw this behavior and said, what kind of behavior is this? This is not the way monks are supposed to behave. He's wearing his clothes so loose they'll drop off any time. He's carrying this big fat bag. What kind of behavior is this? He's most un-monk-like. So this scholar said, people like him are spoiling the true teachings. He decided to confront him. So one day, as this monk was walking down the road, this Zen scholar came in front of him and pulled out a sword and held the sword to him and said, tell me the meaning of Zen. And you know this laughing Buddha, as he was called, always smiling, suddenly stopped smiling. And he released this big bag he was carrying. Loud sound. And then he smiled again. The scholar was still not fully impressed, so he said, how does one realize Zen? And he picked up the bag and put it on his shoulder, turned around and started walking away. And the scholar realized he was in the presence of greatness, that he'd made a big mistake. He threw his sword away and went and asked for forgiveness. So in this story, without even saying anything, the monk is conveying some of the deepest lessons. What is the meaning of Zen? Put down the burden. What burdens are we carrying? Mental, emotional, from the past, worrying about the future. If we had picked up those burdens, we can also spontaneously put them down. Right now, put them down. And once you learn to put it down, you can re-engage, this time not being caught up. You don't run away from your responsibilities, you engage without getting caught up in them. And so he picked up the bag again and he began walking. So in this way, this monk who appeared to be very jovial and superficial and just fooling around, turned out to be someone who was deeply wise. And that deep wisdom did not take away his playfulness. So we can be very much connected to ourselves, and we can also be very playful. So this is a light-hearted approach to a really wise way of living. And the laughing Buddha, the Zen monk, represents that wonderful teaching.
You are probably pretty familiar with the image of the big Buddha by now. The boisterous jolly fellow with the large protruding stomach who carries the name Laughing Buddha and who was in fact the inspiration for our Laughing Buddha collection. But who was this eccentric man really? The history. Originally he was named Hatai in Japan or Budai or Putai in China, but he is best known as the Laughing Buddha. In China, people call him the loving or friendly one. His figure is based on an eccentric Chinese monk who lived over 1,000 years ago and who has become a significant and popular symbol in Buddhist and Shinto culture. Putai literally translates to cloth sack, which is reference to the knapsack that he was carrying with him. Putai was apparently a very kind, saintly and generous Zen master. His benevolent character was the reason why he was identified as the Maitreya, which is the future Buddha. Furthermore, his generous smile gave him the nickname Laughing Buddha. The legend. According to an ancient legend, the jolly good saint used to go from one town to the other to fulfill his mission, spreading happiness and joy wherever he went. Putai was a charismatic character who drew people like a magnet to his presence. People used to crowd around him, and he is often depicted with happy children. The monk was famous for handing out sweets and small toys he took from his cloth bag, after which he would put the bag down, stare up at the sky and start to laugh madly. His laughter proved to be very contagious indeed, and before long all who had gathered around him would start to laugh as well. That would be the signal that his work had been done. He would pick up the bag and journey to the next village or town. And that was his method of spreading happiness and enlightenment. The power of laughter. Putai was a man of few words, in fact he hardly ever spoke. On the few occasions that he did speak, he would reply to questions about why he did what he did. He then explained that handing out sweets was symbolic for the notion that the more you give, the more you receive. His bag represented the problems all people encounter in life. Instead of clinging to them, you should distance yourself from a problem by putting it down, just like he would put the bag down and laugh at it. Because whether you laugh or cry, the problem is not going to change. The magic lies in the laughter, and more precisely the power of laughter. Putai believed that the power of laughing made problems smaller and more easily to handle. And the man had a very good grasp on things even 1,000 years ago, because apparently when you laugh the body produces certain feel-good hormones and enzymes. And when you feel good, you might look at your problems differently. Putai lived a life of laughter, and even when he died he pulled the biggest prank of all. When he felt his end coming near, the monk asked his close companions to immediately burn his body after his death. They were surprised because cremation was not a custom in Zen Buddhism. But his wishes were granted, and as soon as they set fire to his body, fireworks started to fly everywhere. Apparently he had hid a lot of crackers and rockets in his clothes in order to create laughter even when the matter was grave. A Chinese custom is rubbing the belly of a laughing Buddha statue to bring you good luck, prosperity and happiness. Let us follow in the footsteps of the legendary monk and always remember his eternal wisdom. Whatever happens, we always should come back to laughter, because when you smile at the world smiles back at you.